Hey there, everybody. This is CP Cards and Dice, and we are right about to get started with another presentation of our 71 Mets. We're using Deep Drive Baseball. It's a lot of fun and easy to play, and it's 0 to 50 on the batter card and 50 to 99 on the pitcher card. But then you have that the added dimension of the Deep Drive section on the batter card. That could be started by either from the pitcher or from the batter. So that's an added dimension. For the Mets, it's going to be Don Hahn. This is Seaver's 26th start of the season. He's, I believe, 14-4 off the top of my head. He just pitched let's see. Usually doesn't do very well when I pitched a complete game, 4-hitter, gave up 2 runs, 4 walks, 12 strikeouts against the Atlanta Braves. And you can see that there. So he did really well against the Braves. Game before that, not so great. He got basically pulled after 5 innings, gave up 10 hits and 4 runs, 2 walks and only 1 strikeout. But then when I didn't stream, he did really, really well. This game was played on August 11th. It's his 26th save. He's 14-4. And his ERA is, I think, 2.79, about a full run higher than it actually was. So we're right about the start. It's going to be Hahn in center field, followed by Garrett at second base, Tommy Agee in right field. Cleon Jones, the left fielder, batting cleanup, batting fifth is Don Clendenin, the first baseman. Bob Aspromonte, the third baseman, batting sixth. Batting seventh is Jerry Grody. He's Seaver's regular catcher. Buddy Harrelson, the shortstop, batting eighth, and batting ninth is Tom Terrific. Let's get started. You read the red, then the white. 20-sided dice for when there's guys on base. That's a 44, and that's going to be an out. And the 7 is going to be a fly to shallow left. In left field is Leron Lee, who makes the catch, 1 away. 1 up, 1 down. Wayne Garrett with a 55, and that's line base hit. Right center field, played by Ollie Brown in right field. He gets it in, keeps Garrett at first. Dave Roberts is on the mound for the Padres, and he was 14-17 with a 2.10 ERA in 270 innings pitched. Pretty impressive. So Garrett is on at first, and here comes Tommy Agee. We're going to throw that D20, looking for that 1 or that 2. This game comes in PDF. You can pick up a whole season. They got about 6, 7, 8 seasons, 10 seasons. Pick them up for about $12 each. That's a 25. That's a strikeout. So Agee swings and misses. And heads back to the bench. That's 2 outs. And here's Cleon Jones. And a 14 is a ground ball and through the left side. Garrett with 2 outs will potentially go to third with 2 outs. We're going to roll for that. And he does make it to third base. So first and third now for the Mets. Don Clendenin against the lefty Roberts. Roberts looks in for the side. He sets some deals. That's a 44 and an 8, and that's a fly ball right field. Right fielder's Ollie Brown. Squeeze it for the out. No runs. 2 hits. And after half, no score. All right, here's Tom Terrific on the mound. He's going to be facing Enzo Hernandez, the shortstop, Dave Campbell, second baseman, and Larry Stahl, the center fielder. After that, batting cleanup is Nate Colbert. Pretty good power at first base. Leron Lee, the left fielder. Ollie Brown in right field. Batting seventh is Ed Spezia, the third baseman. Bob Barton is behind the plate and catching and batting eighth, and then Dave Roberts batting ninth. So here goes Tom Terrific. Usually when we stream Tom Terrific, he starts off, he has a real tough first inning. Let's see if he can get through this inning fairly easily, and he strikes out Enzo Hernandez. So blows a fastball by Enzo. Here's Dave Campbell. That's a 44 and 8. That's a fly to right field. Right fielder for the Mets is Tommy Agee. He's there. Squeeze it for the out, and here comes Larry Stahl. Larry Stahl with a 55, and that's a ground ball through the infield for a base hit. Nate Colbert with good power. Hit 27 home runs, and that's a 73 and a 9. That's a strikeout, and that retires the side. So Seaver picks up a couple of Ks, no runs, 1 hit, and we go to the top of the second. Now, in reality, the score of this game was 1-0. Tom Terrific loses this one. Here's Bob Aspromonte. And that's a 0-0. That's going to be a deep drive. So we're going to have to go to the deep drive section. And a 4 at Shea Stadium. Are we playing at Shea Stadium? That's a good question. I could look right here. No, we are not playing at Shea Stadium. So I got to get that card out. Got to get the stadium for the Padres. There it is, San Diego Stadium. All right, we rolled a 4, so that's not going to – it's still going to be a home run, but it's going to make it a little bit harder to be a home run for Bob Aspromonte. So let's roll off Aspromonte's deep drive seconds, a 0-9, and it goes 0-14. And you look at the ballpark card, and we rolled a 4. It's a deep drive to left field, so Bob Aspromonte gets a hold of one, drives it deep to left field, Leron Lee to the track, and hauls it in for out number 1. Gave it a ride, but did not carry. Wind must be blowing in. Jerry Grody with a 40. That's going to be off of Jerry Grody. A 7 is ripped to the shortstop. Enzo Hernandez scoops it, fires to first. 2 out. Pitch from Roberts to the switch hitter Buddy Harrelson, batting from the right side. That's a 51. That's a deep drive off Buddy Harrelson's deep drive section. And we look at a 52, and that is ripped down the line into the left field corner. And hustling around first and headed to second base. The throw not in time, so Harrelson's on with a 2-out double. And here comes Tom Terrific. Now, Terrific's a pretty good hitter. Steps into the box, right-handed batter. Batted 196, but he's around there in our replay. And here's the pitch from Roberts. Oh, that's a 0-0. That's deep drive off Seaver's card, and Seaver did hit a home run. He hit 1 home run in 100 at-bats. So we're going to get to roll over that, but the 3 is going to make it hard to hit a home run here, but you never know. Let's pull that out. And that is a 15, and a 15 is a deep drive to left field, and back goes Lee to the track, looks up, that's out of here. Tom Terrific connects with a 2-run shot. Gives the Mets a 2-0 lead. Holy smokes. The guy you'd least expect to hit a home run does so. Here's Don Hahn. 91 and a 3. Oh, no. 91 and a 6. And that is a ground ball to the shortstop. Hernandez over to first in time, and that retires the side. But the Mets pick up 2 runs on 2 hits. They lead at 2-0. Leron Lee against Tom Terrific in the bottom of the second. Here's the pitch from Terrific. That's an 11, and that is a base hit. Lee's on at first base. He's a 2D base stealer. He becomes a 1D. We're not even going to try it. I'm going to waste my time. Ollie Brown. Oh, I have to roll that again. And that is a 59, and that is ball 4. So first 2 batters on. We may get, you know what? We are going to get a bunt attempt here by Ed Spezio, and a 53. That will, oh wait, 53 is a single, but since we were bunting, it may not be. Let's see. It's a 3, and a 3 says very fast batter. He's very slow. It's infield single. Otherwise, it's a sacrifice. Very slow batter out on a sacrifice hit. It's a sacrifice hit to the pitcher. Both runners move up. 1-4. And we get the sacrifice there, and that's batter number 7. All right, and here is Bob Barton. Runners on second and third. 2-0 Mets. Seaver looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch, and that's a 65. Strike 3. Bob Barton swings and misses at the Seaver fastball. And here's the pitcher, Dave Roberts. Dave Roberts, 221 batter in almost 100 at bats. And that is a 13, and that is strike 3. And Seaver picks up his 4th strikeout of the game. Gets out of that mini crisis, no runs. 1 hit, 2 left on base. We go to the top of the 3rd. This game plays pretty fast. Wayne Garrett, the batter, against Dave Roberts. That's a 30 and a 2, and that is a comebacker to Roberts. Feels his position and throws out. Garrett, 1 away. Tommy Agee steps into the box. On deck is Cleon Jones, and that's a 0-4. That's going to be line base hit for Agee, so he's on with a single. Cleon Jones is doing pretty well in our replay. He batted .319 in 1971. Probably is the last great year he'll have. It's a 93 and a 0. That's line and caught. Is it going to be a double play? Right to the second baseman, and no, it's not. L4, 2 out. And here's Don Clendenin. We're throwing that 20-sided die to see if there's a 1. Then we have to roll for a wild pitch, pass ball, that sort of thing. Oh, that's trouble. That's a 0-3. That's a deep drive. So Clendenin gets a hold of one, drives it deep to left center field. And let's see if this ball will carry. A 2 tells us that he has a big advantage with the ballpark right here. And that ball's out of here. Don Clendenin gives the Mets a 4-0 lead. 2-run shot. And the Mets and Tom Terrific lead it by 4-0. So they're really getting to Roberts. Roberts is a tough guy to score on. He had an ERA of 2.10 and 270 innings pitched. Pretty amazing. All right, so there's 2 outs, and it's Bob Aspromonte. Aspromonte flied out to the left fielder early on. That's a ground ball this time. Hard hit to the second baseman. Dave Campbell whips it to first and in time to retire the side. So Mets pick up 2 runs on 2 hits, and we go to bottom of the 3rd. Let's see if Tom Terrific can retire this side 1-2-3. It's always a pleasure to see that. It's Enzo Hernandez who struck out in the first inning. That's a 28. That's a 1. That's popped up left side. Right there is Bob Aspromonte, and he pulls it in for out number 1. And it's a 66 to Dave Campbell. That's a strikeout, number 5 for Tom Terrific. And now it's Larry Stahl, who picked up a hit earlier in the game. There's a pitch, and that's a 0-0. That's a deep drive off Seaver. That's going to be trouble because the ballpark is helping Larry Stahl on this one. A 42 is going to be 1 hop off the wall. Splits the outfielders. Agee picks it up, gets it in quickly, but Stahl is in there with a 2-out double. 4-0 Mets. And here comes Nate Colbert rolling that 20-sided die to see if there's a 1. Nothing there. Here's the pitch from Tom Terrific. 2 outs, runner on second. Bottom of the 3rd. 4-0 Mets. And that's an 18, and that is straight 3. Number 6 for Tom Terrific. No runs, 1 hit. And it's 4-0. Top of the 4th. Here's Jerry Grody. He got it out in the second. That's a 74 and a 7. That's a fly to right. Right fielder is Ollie Brown. Hauls it in. Buddy Harrelson with a 59, and that is a little bloop that drops in. So Buddy is on at first, and here comes Tom Terrific. He's going to swing away. No bunting for Tom Terrific. A 34 and a 2. That's defense. Look at the defensive card, and a 0-4 takes us to range. Range 0-3 is G1, hard hit. It's back to the pitcher. The pitcher, Dave Roberts, is a 4. So that's right back to the pitcher, and Roberts goes to short, goes to second for 1, back to first. It's going to be a 1-6-3 double play. No runs, 1 hit. So Seaver hits it hard, but right at Roberts, who starts a double play to get out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 4-0 Mets. It's Leron Lee, Ollie Brown, and Spezio. Leron Lee had 300 at-bats, batted .264 with 5 home runs. Tom Seaver, here's a pitch, and Seaver, 0-6, and that is a deep drive off Lee's card. And we're going to see what that is, a 17, and that is pulled down the line into the right field corner. And after it is Agee. Here's a relay. Lee's going for 3, and he is safe with a stand-up triple. Throw was offline and late. All right, Ollie Brown with a runner at third. So the Mets are going to leave the infield back. I'm not going to worry about a runner up by 4, and that's a 14, and that is a base on balls. So Seaver allows the first 2 runners on here. And up comes Ed Spezio. Ed Spezio batted .231 and a 35 and an 8, and that's going to be a fly ball to right field. That should get Lee home easily. Fly ball to right field, I believe, is like an automatic sacrifice fly. Fly ball to right field, not an automatic. Let's see his speed. Depends on what his speed is. No, he's average. So we're going to hold up on the fly. Not going to try to score on that, simply because we just don't want to get thrown out right here. We're down by 4, and there's nobody out. Now there's 1 out, Bob Barton. And that is an 87 and a 2, and that 2 is a ground ball to first base. That'll get a run home. And Barton with a grounder, and that moves Brown to second base. So it's a grounder to, what is that? What did I say? A 2, ground to first base, RBI grounder. It's 4-1 now, and here comes Dave Roberts. They're going to let him bat. It's a 4-1 ball game. Back in '71, pitchers, pitched. Pitchers lasted. It's a 54 off Seaver. That's line base hit, and that will score another run. Ollie Brown comes around to score. 4-2 now. 54, there it is. And Ollie Brown, let's make sure he's not very slow or something like that, because then we'll have to roll. Oh, he is very slow. So Ollie Brown, we're going to have to roll for Ollie Brown to score him. And it's an 86. He may be thrown out at the plate. Hold on a second. 86. Very slow. Becomes a slow. And he is going to be 86. He is out at the plate. Ollie Brown for the 3rd out. Gets thrown out. And that is by 1. That, I believe, is the left fielder. So it's going to be 7-2. Ollie Brown is thrown out. No RBI for the pitcher. All right, so it's 4-1. 1 run on the 2 hits. Go to top of the 5th. Don Hahn leading it off against Dave Roberts. Dave Roberts has allowed 3, 4, 5 hits, 7 hits, 2 home runs. That's a 49 and a 3, and that is a slow chopper to the first baseman, Colbert, who races Hahn to the bag and beats him there. 1 away. Wayne Garrett, top of the 5th for the Mets. We are playing in San Diego. Seaver's going for his 15th win. That's a 41 and a 4. That's ripped to second base. Scooped by Campbell over to first. 2 down. And here's Tommy Agee, who's 1 for 2. He scored a run. That's a 76 and a 4, and that is a hard hit ground ball again to Campbell, and throws him out. No runs, no hits, bottom of the 5th. Enzo Hernandez, that was a super fast inning. Here's Tom Seaver, checks the sign, pitch to Enzo Hernandez, a 90 and a 4, and that is a hard grounder to the shortstop. Buddy Harrelson, high throw, but nice stretch by Clendenin. 1 away. Dave Campbell's next. That's a 96 and a 5. That's a hard hit ground ball to second base this time. They're hitting it hard, but on the ground. 2 down. And Larry Stahl, who's 2 for 2, got a double and a single. And here is a third hit of the day for Larry Stahl. Frozen rope to right center field. And it's Nate Colbert. And Nate Culver with an 11, and that is a ground ball and through the left side. Stahl will continue on, or he will stop. He will stop. He's average, and he will stop at second base. First and second, 2 outs. So again, Seaver, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits in 5 innings. And here's Leron Lee. And we're going to look at the batter advantage. I don't think he's got an advantage here, but we're going to check it anyway. Batter advantage. When does the batter get an advantage? A right-handed, this is a left or a right-handed specialist. Let me see. Pitcher. A left-handed specialist faces a right-handed specialist pitcher. Yeah. Okay. All right. And here's Leron Lee, who is 2 for 2. He's singled and tripled. 20-side die, nothing there, and that's a 47. That's going to be popped up by second base is Harrelson, and that's 3 outs, no runs, 2 hits. We go to the top of the 6th. Cleon Jones leading it off against Dave Roberts. Leon Jones, a 45 and a 7. That's a flat left. Right there is Leron Lee. Runs it down for the out. Don Clendenin with a 43 and a 2. And that is hard hit right back up the middle, but stabbed at by Roberts. And fires the first and in time. Nice play by Dave Roberts. In position to field the ball after releasing the pitch. And here's a hard hit ground at second base. Again, Campbell over to first. And that retires the side. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 4-1 Mets. See if Seaver can do 1, 2, 3. Have a 1, 2, 3 inning. Here's Ollie Brown. That's a 22, and that's a strikeout. That's Seaver's 7th strikeout of the game. Ed Spezio with a 40 and a 9, and that is a fly to right. Right there is Tommy Agee, and he takes that in. And now it's Bob Barton. Bob Barton with a 40, 1, 2, 3 inning. That's a 7 will say to us. A 7 says sacrifice. All right. And the 7 is going to be to the third baseman. Picks it up, and 1 plays the first base. Good sacrifice by Tom Terrific. That puts a runner at scoring position with 2 outs. And here comes Don Hahn, who's 0 for 3 on the day. Pitch from Roberts with 2 outs. Top of the 7th. Mets are, that's a potential wild pitch. That's a 24. Let's see what that chart tells us. A 24 tells us it's a wild pitch if he's a D or an F, and he is a B, so there's a wild pitch. Blocked by the catcher. Again, we throw that D20. Nothing there. And here's a pitch to Hahn. It's a 71 and a 1. And that is popped up And that's on the right side. First baseman Nate Colbert is there for the third out. No runs. One hit, bottom of the seventh. Dave Roberts is leading it off, and we will let him continue. 1971 pitchers went the whole game. Very unusual to pull him. 37 and a 4, plus he's a good hitter. That's a ground ball to the third baseman. Charging it is Aspromonte, fires the first, and just gets Roberts, who is hustling down the line. He is very slow, though, but on that occasion, he was hustling for sure. That's a 37 and a 1, and that's popped up. Third baseman Aspromonte. 2 down, and here's Dave Campbell. Dave Campbell with a 14. That's ball 4. That is the third walk allowed by Seaver in this game. That brings up Larry Stahl, who's 3 for 3. And here's the pitch from Seaver, and that is 19. Strike 3. Seaver strikes him out for his 8th strikeout of the game. No runs, no hits. 1 left, top of the 8th. Tom Seaver's looking good today. And Wayne Garrett is up. Wayne Garrett singled in the first inning and grounded out in the 3rd and 5th inning. Here's the 8th inning. He's up leading off. It's a 0-4. That's going to be it's rip center field for a base hit. So leadoff hitter is on. Tommy Agee now. Tommy Agee with decent power. 14 home runs. For that era, it's decent power. For today, that's nothing. 48 and an 8, and that's a deep drive left field. Back goes Lee and runs it down on the track. Got a good jump on that right off the bat. Cleon Jones, pitch from Roberts. That's a 0-9er, and that's line drive base hit. That's going to send Garrett to third. So runners on first and third. Going to be infield in for the Padres. For Don Clendenin. Don Clendenin homered in the 3rd inning. 2-run shot. And he's 1 for 3 on the day, and this is a 0-7. This is a base hit for Clendenin. That's an RBI single. That scores 3rd RBI of the day for Clendenin. And going to third base is Cleon Jones. And up comes Aspromonte. It's 5-1. There's action in the San Diego Padre bullpen. And again, infield's in. And that is a 53, and that is line drive base hit. This will send Clendenin to third base. And that's going to be it. That's going to be it. So unbelievably, the Mets got to Dave Roberts. It's an RBI single for the third baseman, Aspromonte. And we're going to look here quickly to see who we're going to bring in for pinch hitter. I'm sorry, a relief pitcher for the Padres. Don Hahn, let's see. 7-7. All right, first and third, and excuse me. Hold on, I'm looking for a relief pitcher right now. Wow. All right, we're going to bring in a guy. They don't have a lot of relief pitchers on this team. We're in the 8th inning. He's given up 6 runs already, so that's about it. So we are going to bring in a guy named Kelly. We got Severinsen who can still go. All right, we're going to bring in a guy named Severinsen. There he is. Al Severinsen is going to come in. And he went 7.1. 7.1 for Roberts. Severinsen is in there. First and third, infield's in. It's 6-1. Mets. Jerry Grody, he was 0 for 3. He grounded out, flied out, and struck out. And that's a 0-2 again, another 0. That's a deep drive off the bat of Grody. Let's see, a 63 is going to be a 1-hop off the wall, drives it into the gap. That's going to score Clendenin. So Grody with an RBI double. And stopping at third is going to be Aspromonte. And here's Buddy Harrelson. Again, the infield still in. Another 0-8. Holy smokes. And that's a base hit. That's going to score a run for Buddy Harrelson. Stopping at third is Grody. RBI single. Mets have picked up 1, 2, 3, 4 runs in this inning. And they lead it right now. They lead it 8-1. Tom Seaver's up. Infield's back, looking for the double play. They're conceding a run here. 30. That's a strikeout. Big strikeout for Al Severinsen. 2 outs now, and Don Hahn. This is the 9th batter of the inning. Top of the 8th. 8-1 Mets. And it's a 58, and that is a base hit. That's going to score a run. And hustling the third is Buddy Harrelson, first and third. And now we go to we're still in the top of the 8th. Holy smokes. Can't get out of this inning. Wayne Garrett. And that's a 72, and that is a defensive lookup. Oh, inning may continue. A 23 is a range play. Range play 63 is a fly ball left field. Right there is Leron Lee. Oh, no, he's a 1. Oh, my God. He's not going to make this catch. Let me see. What was it? A 63. A 63, and Leron Lee. Oh, he does run it down. He holds onto the ball. A snow cone catch deep in left field. And that is all she wrote for the Mets. But the Mets pick up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. And they lead it by a score of 9-1. All right, bottom of the 8th for Tom Terrific. Tom Terrific struck out. So far, he struck out 8. He's walked 3. He's allowed 7 hits. It's Colbert, Lee, and Brown. See if Tom Terrific can complete this game. That's an 88 and a 2. That's a slow chopper to Clendenin at first. Flips to Seaver covering, and they get Colbert 1 away. Next is Leron Lee with 64. Strike 3, number 9 for Tom Terrific. And Ollie Brown. Ollie Brown is 0 for 1 with 2 walks. And here he grounds out to the second baseman. Over to first, 3 up, 3 down for Tom Terrific. 9-1. Top of the 9th. Tommy Agee leading it off. Now Al Severinsen, since he gave up a run, that's 1 point. Plus he won an inning, that's 2 points. So that means he's tired right now. I'm going to try to get through this next inning with him as a fatigue pitcher, see what happens. Plus I can show you how to do that. All right, that's a 40. That's an out, but we're allowed to go a 50. Actually, it's a 40 off the batter's card, so there's nowhere we can go on that. So that's an out. A 9 is a fly ball, center field, 1 away. Had it been off the pitcher's card, we were allowed to go to the batter card on that. See if one comes up. 59, that's going to be a base hit, but we can go down 50 if we choose to, make it a 0-9. It's a base hit. Either way, it's a single. So Cleon Jones picks up his 3rd hit of the game. And here's Don Clendenin. And that's a 63, and that is a base hit single. Jones stops at second base, first and second. There's some action in the bullpen again. And here's the pitch. It says 0-3, and that is a line drive base hit. Jones is going to stop. Bases are loaded. And Jerry Grody. That's a 22 and a 2. And that is a defensive lookup. A 33 is going to take us to range play. Range play 38, and that is a ground ball to the third baseman. Spezio, I believe Spezio is a pretty, yep, he's a decent third baseman. That's going to allow a run to score. It's a fielder's choice, 5-4. So RBI, fielder's choice for Grody. And that's a 10-1 lead now. Buddy Harrelson, 2 outs. Again, the pitcher's fatigued. So anything off the pitcher's card can go. That's a 16, and that's a strikeout. That retires the side. Let's pick up 1 run on 3 hits. And they lead at 10-1, bottom of the ninth. So Tom Seaver is going to face Spezio Barton in a pinch hitter. That's a 74, and that is a strikeout. Number 10 for Tom Terrific. Spezio back to the bench. Barton, who's 0 for 3, and he's going to ground out to shortstop Harrelson over to first in time, and now we're going to get a pinch hitter. Let's find one real quick. Let's see. All right. Let's find a pinch hitter. Clendenin, fly it out. F. All right, let's get a pinch hitter here. Let's see. Oh, I can't do that yet. All right, K. All right. Who's it going to be? Who's going to pinch hit today? Tom Terrific here. 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth, 10-1 Mets. It's going to be Angel Bravo. Let's get Angel Bravo. Let's bring him in. Pinch hit. Actually, with Don Mason. We can bring in Don Mason. He's there already. Pinch hitter Don Mason is a left-handed hitter, is an infielder, plays a couple of positions. And with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth, the Mets are 1 out away from a 10-1 victory over the Padres. Here's a pitch from Tom Terrific, and that's a 0-8. 0-8 is a base on ball. That's the 4th walk for Seaver. And that's going to bring up the top of the order. Here's Enzo Hernandez with a 57. That's a line drive base hit. So first and second with 2 outs. That's going to get some movement in the Mets bullpen. Dave Campbell. Dave Campbell next. That's a 1. Could be a wild pitch. It's an 11. An 11 says wild pitch if he's an F, and Seaver is a C, so there's no wild pitch. Blocked by the catcher. Here goes Dave Campbell again. And that's an 89 and line, and caught by the second baseman, Wayne Garrett, to end the ball game. Seaver wins his 15th, so he improves his record 15-4. He goes 9, gives up 8 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, walks 4, strikes out 10, hits nobody. Batters faced, he faces 38 batters, because that's 27 and 9, 36, 38 batters. And wild pitches? No, I don't think he had any wild pitches. So Tom Seaver pitches a above average game, but it does allow 8 hits, but only 1 run. Strikes out 10, which is pretty good, pretty impressive for Tom Terrific. The Mets win it by a score of 10-1. The Mets, how many hits did the Mets pick up? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 18 hits for the Mets, no errors. And I think was there an error here? There was no errors on either team from what I can quickly see from a quick scan. And hits, I believe Seaver gave up 8 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 hits. And that's about it. New York with 10 runs, 18 hits, no errors. And San Diego with 1 run, 8 hits, no errors. And we're headed to Seaver's 27th start. So his ERA goes down a little bit. I guess it'll go down to about 270 or so. And that's about it. So this is CP Cards and Dice saying thanks for watching. I hope you found it interesting and informative. Try Deep Drive Baseball. You can try it for $1. Go to Deep Drive Baseball. Just search it on the net. It'll take you right there. Try it for $1. Or pick up a whole season for $12. Print them out. Print out the teams you want. And it's a blast. Their cards are super easy to read. It's a simple game to play. Straightforward. There are very few charts. Just a couple of lookups, usually on the range error plays. But once you get that, a couple of things that you need to know. But it's it's by Chris Witt, and Chris Witt wants to make it a game where you're not getting bogged down in he wanted to simplify the game. He didn't want to have a lot of chart lookups. So 99% of it is off the cards, the pitcher card and the batter card. He has a 50-50 system, but with a catch. There is a deep drive that comes off both of these, and then you look on the batter's card, which is really a cool little aspect of this game that I really like. Because a deep drive, it's a deep fly ball, and whether it's off the wall or one hop off the wall or it's over the fence, that's the drama, or it's caught. Sometimes it gets caught, depending on the ballpark, depending on the roll. So there's always that excitement. This is CP Cards and Dice from Cards and Dice TV. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys soon with another Seaver start. I don't know which one. Take care now.